morning, everyone. We're down here on the Prairie to Sheen Pool. Just put the boat in at Marquette, right underneath the bridge here, and we're probably gonna be all over this river today. I plan on going up north, spending time up there, and going down south and spending time down there. So I don't really know exactly where I'm gonna start, but like I said, we're gonna be covering a lot of water, and we're going to work right now. I mean, it's not gonna be one of those days where you go out and just kind of relax. We got one day to try to find as many fish as possible, because this is gonna be a big tournament and it's gonna take a lot to win. Don't know if we're gonna be able to pull it off, but we're gonna try our best. So I'm gonna go out here today and, like I said, just cover as much possible water as I can by myself and try to give them a bunch of different looks, figure out what they're biting on and where they're at, maybe try to figure out a pattern or something like that, and hopefully find one or two spots that no one knows about like we did last weekend, and we can come back to and absolutely hammer them in the tournament. So we're gonna get out there. It's just getting light out right now, and we're gonna go find some fish. Let's go. Well, we're not on the water right now, obviously. Had a lot of stuff just go down, so I wasn't recording any of this. I was kind of pissed, to be honest with you, and I was just trying to get out of the situation I was in. But what happened was I basically got my boat about halfway up over this log, and I tried going the rest of the way, and I absolutely got stuck as heck in a laydown, and it was in about 2 feet or less of water, and I was trying to use the trolling motor to get out of the laydown. So I was gonna go up on the front, basically push the front down, use the trolling motor to get out, and I broke both the fins off the propeller on the Ultrex. So I was losing my mind. I was trying to find somewhere that had them, and thank God I thought about J-Man here in Harpers Ferry, Iowa. That guy saves lives out here on the river. But he works on Minn Kota trolling motors and stuff like that. I gave him a call. He said that he has some extra ones. So we loaded the boat up and got it out of the log, first of all. Loaded the boat up. Now we're headed down here. We're gonna switch this out, get back on the water, and hopefully salvage the day. It's been pretty slow so far. I've only caught one good smallmouth and that other little bass, but I think that where I caught that smallmouth, there's potentially a lot more fish in there. So I'm not too worried about the fact that we haven't slaughtered them today, because we don't need to catch them today. We just need to have a game plan for tomorrow and then go out there and fish hard and execute all day and catch them tomorrow. So we're gonna go get this figured out, and then we're gonna get back out there on the water and try to find some fish. Okay guys, so when I'm pre-fishing out here, I don't really want to catch any fish, really. I just want to know where they are. And the more, especially largemouth, the more largemouth that I catch in a specific spot, usually the less chance there is that I'm going to catch them the next day or catch as many fish in the same spot the next day. So I just pulled into this spot here and I caught a northern. So first fish I've caught in a while, and then I hooked into about a 3-pound largemouth, or I shouldn't say I hooked into him. He kind of grabbed my chatterbait. I just kept slowly reeling, and he kind of wiggled off and swam back into his little spot. I don't think I actually had the hook in him. So hopefully when we come through here tomorrow, we can catch that fish, and hopefully there's a few more here too. But I think if this water warms up, it's definitely going to help things a little bit. We'll see. I'm just hoping to God that the fishing's better tomorrow than it has been today, because I haven't done very good at all today. But there's still a lot of time. We're going to go check a lot of water and see what happens. Haven't been recording pretty much at all today. It's all right. I've been looking really hard for fish, and I just have not been able to really put a whole lot together. But I just pulled into this spot here, and right back here there's a laydown. I had 3 different fish off the same laydown on the same cast, all sitting there having like a little feeding frenzy over my bait. Right up here on this point, I had a bite, and then I caught a small one back on this bank. So right in this little area, I've gotten a few bites. The only one that I actually put in the boat was that little one, which is good, but every other fish was big. I saw the one, he came up and kind of grabbed my chatterbait, but I didn't even set the hook and he dropped it. And it was probably 3.5 to maybe 4 pounds. So I'm timing this area tomorrow. Unless we find something that's completely way better. But I mean, right now, 2:18. Probably got about another 4 hours or so of fishing for me. We'll see if we can put a little bit more together and see what we can come up with. Giant northern. He's got my chatterbait deep down in his mouth too. Alright guys, so we're at the boat ramp and we're starting off our season together. First tournament of the flat or the Prairie du Chien series here that we're fishing. So I was out doing some pre-fishing yesterday and the fishing's pretty tough, for me at least, but it seemed like every time I catch one it'd be a pretty big bite. So we're just getting everything prepped up here. We're gonna get in the water and then we're just gonna go run around and try fish as hard as we can, try to catch something today. What do you think, dude?
Yeah, I'm ready. A little tired right now, but I think I'm gonna snap out of that pretty quick. So let's do it.
We got over 40 boats signed up to fish. Boat ramp's filling up quick, so we're gonna get this thing put in the water and get ready to go. We'll see you out there. Look at those badasses up there. Eric Johnson, Adam Farmer. Couple of legends. Telling everyone what to do, where to park, where to weigh in. We're gonna weigh in down there, just along the left. You can park back there in the grass. That guy's like, yep, okay. Yeah, all right, sounds good, thanks. Okay guys, we just got the boat on the water and we're spot locked down kind of off to the side. Just watching everyone dumping in. I'm glad that we got here a little bit early because we beat all the boat traffic for getting back in and stuff. But like I said before, there's 41 boats that were signed up the last I heard, and it looks like there might even be more than that now. So it's open to signing up at the ramp. So there's a lot of boats, ton of boats. One of the biggest tournaments I've been in so far, and the nice thing is we got 5 of these this year, so I'm excited about this series. I think it's going to be a good one, but hopefully we can start the year off in a good way. I don't know if we're going to be able to win it today. I mean, there's always a chance, but just hoping we can go out there, find 5 good fish, and I'm looking forward to fishing with Spencer here in a new boat. First time that we've fished out of a boat that we can actually walk around in and have some room, so I'm pretty pumped about it. It's going to be fun. It's going to rip up and down this river and catch as many bass as humanly possible. Dribbled on the boat just a little bit, but we got Spencer up to bat.
Yeah, I dribbled too.
A lot of boat traffic.
All right, guys, a lot of energy, a lot of focus. Let's go.
Here we go. This Sunday.
You're getting too worked up. Just relax. Enjoy the day.
Warmest water right there.
Just take 30 minutes to enjoy this beautiful water. Crystal clear. We're just fishing.
Fishing on the riverside. Got one. Solid. Probably should have had that net ready, but
First one of the day.
wow.
Probably barely 14, but we'll get a measure on him.
Hey, good job. Got back to the back. A little bit warmer water. Got one in the boat. Just a little gale. There's one. Little one. Good. All right, folks, we just got done fishing the first spot here. Didn't catch anything nice. I came in here pre-fishing and caught one good one right off the bat, so I was just hopeful that we could do good in here, but started off with another guy, and I don't know if he's even put a keeper in the boat yet. But Spencer got the first keeper of the day. I caught a small one, so we did catch a couple bass in there. Just wasn't really panning out, so we'll probably run up and fish a spot up here close by, and then I don't know if we're gonna stop back in and fish it for a little bit after the sun's up, but we'll probably just keep on moving and hit some of our other stuff. So we're moving on. 53 degrees in here.
53.
There you go. He's got to be 14. He's longer, skinny. Only like a pound if it is.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. That
Gives me some confidence. Yeah, he's gonna be right. Come on, stretch out, buddy. Yeah. Well, number 2, not a big one, but we're lucky to have it.
he's even smaller than the first one. Snake.
That had me excited.
No.
What's that?
No. keeps.
There we go. All right, 5. That's like a 2-pounder, but that's
Good for our day.
5 fish. We might have just found something here, guys.
All right, we got 5.
You have them all on the same side?
Yep.
Put this one on the big side. Yes, dude. Let's go. 5 fish. Just like that, one spot the whole day. Turned around. I mean, we're not winning still, but
No, we're not winning, but
there's a good stretch here. If we can catch 5 more or 4 more like that now, that's gonna make our bag way bigger.
how about him pulling your trailer off and then me casting the same spot and then getting him? That was probably him.
Oh yeah, I had to do the same that. He might be an upgrade.
He looks like an upgrade.
Oh yeah, he's got to be bigger than that small one. Maybe. He's got a humpback on him. You get to deal with it. I don't think. If he is 14, he might be just a little bit heavier than us. Oh, no, he's not even 14.
He's not.
No. Right when it hit the water. I don't know. No. Maybe 14. There you go. I don't think so either. Nope. We're just idling out of this shallow spot here, and then we're gonna take off, go hit another spot that we fished earlier. We found one keeper out of there, but Spencer and I just found this spot today, and I fished it like a couple of years ago, but I wasn't planning on fishing at all. We were driving past on the way to go somewhere else. It looked good, so we stopped, and there was fish there. So we ended up filling out our limit there, which is pretty sweet, but we only have like 8 pounds, so realistically we're probably not even gonna end up with the money, which kind of sucks. But at the same time, we're not gonna zero, we're not gonna not fill our limit, but we definitely have some upgrading to do here in the last couple hours.
Yeah. It's 12:30. 5 fish. It's been really hard. We've worked really hard for those 5 fish, but I don't know. We'll see if we can get lucky and get a couple bigger ones.
This one's definitely heavier. So this one's going back in. Alright, getting rid of that tiny little specimen of a bass. Probably gained about a half a pound there, honestly. Here he goes.
Collin and Spencer. Five fish? All 5 fish, all largemouth.
Oh, yeah. I'll be back in a week. I don't know what's up.
5 fish.
You guys had your fish before 8? Thank you. Before 8?
Good enough for 9.59.
Alright guys, so we just took off and left the boat ramp. Got our fish weighed in, and we had 5 fish for $9.56. What was it? $9.59. So we had over 9.5 pounds, coming up on 10 pounds. We didn't think we had that much, but I mean, it was a tough day, and the 5 fish that we weighed, I think, were the only 5 keepers we even caught all day. So, or I think we caught a 6th one and called that one.
Yep.
So we had most of our fish on video too, which was pretty good because, I mean, it was tough and we really didn't catch very many fish, like I said. So the fact that we had cameras going when we caught them too, just kind of a bonus there. But as far as the tournament went, there was 9 teams that didn't weigh a single fish. And then I don't know exactly how many, but I bet there was anywhere from 5 to 10 teams that weighed 4 fish or less. So the fishing was brutally tough. Guys that won had a little over 14 pounds, and we were thinking it was going to be like 17, 18 with 43 boats. But good old Andy Sommerfeld took first place. Andy's a great guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's drove for Spencer and I when we fished the high school state tournament, and he's taught us a lot. He's one of those guys that, like, he knows what he's doing. He's been fishing the river a long time, but like Spencer was saying a little bit ago, he's just a super nice guy, and came up and talked to us after the tournament, kind of gave us a few tips. And fun little fact, he actually started out in the same place we did when we caught that first keeper. He was fishing in that same little spot with us, so definitely tells us that we're on the right track, and he's always kind of guided us in the right direction, so that's pretty cool. But overall, it was a good day. I mean, the fishing wasn't good, but we did, I think, about the best we could do with one day of pre-fishing. I didn't really find much, and you know, we went out there and caught a solid bag, probably right around the 20th place, somewhere in there, so right in the middle, and we learned a ton. We're just getting better, so that's really all you can do.
Yeah, well, we can't help but cheer for Andy, so we're really happy that he won. But yeah, no, we worked really hard for those fish, and at the end of the day, me and Collin went home with 5, and honestly, I'm happy. I can't complain at all. It was a good first tournament together, and got to hop in the boat with Collin, and no better way than to break the boat in than a good old tournament, doing a bass tournament, what we love to do. So yeah.
Heck yeah. Well, that's gonna wrap up this video. I wish we could have done a little better, caught some more fish, but that's just what it's all about. Sometimes it's not easy, and we grinded it out all day. So we're gonna get back home, get ready for the next one. We'll see you later.